What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Mike Maxis.
Solo Jolo, once again coming at you with a critical hit.
We are Critical Hit.
We
yes,
are
sir.
Critical
Yes, sir.
Hit.
Yes, sir. Now, listen, guys. We're going to bring it in.
Huddle up.
All right,
let's
guys.
talk. Let's just talk, because it feels like, once again, not even once again, it just been feeling like the gaming industry as a whole been going on a constant decline. You feel me?
Yeah.
And let's just, let's just talk about it,
Today, we're going to discuss the very obvious decline of just the gaming industry. All of our gaming pillars that we have grown to love, like built a relationship with, just idolized, they're all like gone. They're either gone, on the way out, or have continued to disappoint us to the point where what we knew of them is gone. Like it's across the board now. Like there's no escaping it. For instance, we just put out a video last week talking about Ubisoft and how they've just heavily fallen from grace.
This cataclysmic Ubisoft problem that has been slowly building up, but has only become since we're at the precipice of what's gonna happen with them now. So now it's become this huge thing, but it's always been a problem. You feel me?
Big problem.
Still coming off of the heels of this huge Concord issue that happened.
Speaking of Concord, Sony is also circling the drain because we're they've been riding their high horse since Microsoft basically bowed out of the competition part of doing this whole console thing. And now they've just been shitting their britches this whole time. Like it's been one head scratching decision after another. Like, first of all, the PS5 has been out for 5 years, 4 years.
Has it been that long already?
Yeah, 4 or 5 years. The PS5's been out, and we can count on our hands how many exclusives we've gotten for the title or for the console, and then we still have fingers left if we're counting the ones that we liked, like the ones that were really good and worth getting the console sellers. And so it hasn't been much going on the and we've been talking about that ever since we got PlayStation 5. It's like, well, y'all remember when we got PS5s, what we had to play? Demon Souls and Miles Morales for like a year until other games came out, until Forbidden West came out. And now we got Forbidden West, Demon Souls, and Miles Morales. And it just took a while for games to come out. The console
feels like it's been out for like maybe 2 years, but it's ran the whole
life
cycle.
We're halfway through the life cycle.
But it's ran the life cycle though, and they don't feel like it. And I think it's partially also to do with I feel like the fact of all the rest of these huge AAA companies not actually releasing anything worthwhile also plays a part in that too.
Yeah,
I feel like they play a part in the larger the PS5 has no games to play argument because there's just no games to play. I feel I feel like
then the games that are there to play, we've already played them, or we're not interested.
It's like
the only games I'm looking for. We're looking forward to Sparking Zero, but that has nothing to do with PlayStation. The fact that it just so happens to be on PlayStation and we're playing it on PlayStation. But Space Marine 2, I'm actually more excited to play that on PC.
Space Marine 2. Space Marine 2 is really good.
Helldivers was fun for the first 2 weeks that we was playing it, and I got bored of it.
It's getting another resurgence. You feel me? New content.
I'll probably jump back into it at some point. I still have it.
Eventually when I'm in the vibe for a game like that, I'll definitely hop back in. You feel me?
Yeah, get all our buddies together.
Black Myth Wukong. You feel me?
Yeah, Black Myth.
But it's like, I guess you can count the Shadows of the Earth Tree DLC.
Oh yeah,
that was cool for the year.
Ring.
But it's like,
but all of that stuff is ain't all of those third party games.
I mean, yeah.
Like they're getting like PS5's getting carried by the third party games.
Well,
Black Myths on other stuff, it didn't come out on Xbox because Xbox got its whole other problem where they still want. And hold on, wait a minute. And why are current gen games still dropping on PS4 and Xbox One? Still 5 years in, that's never happened. First of all, that's never happened in the history of gaming of console generations. Has 5 years into the next console generation, are we still dropping games for the previous generation? It's not. It doesn't happen, and I don't understand why that's going on.
I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Then again, I don't necessarily know how many people actually bought into the PS5 though. To be honest with you.
Well, obviously not that many because if they're still dropping, for PS4, right? That means that there's still a whole bunch of people who are still playing PS4 who have not gotten a PS5, or haven't even decided to get a PS5.
Like we all remember how the situation with the attainability and how the PS5 launched. And coming off of that,
I got mine from a scalper, man. I paid like $900 for this shit, $1,800 or whatever.
And coming off of that, even if you got
damn near $1,000,
the games that was worth playing on it, you can count on your hand. It's like, I know a majority of people that just never bought into it. I know a lot of people who bought it but just don't play it. Right. And so it's like, you feel me? Yeah. It's like. And then it's like, Sony hasn't released any recent exclusive worthwhile at all whatsoever. But it's like, I think it's fairly obviously why they haven't. They've been putting all their resources
and making live service games.
To live service games. Specifically, they fucking, how long were they working on fucking Conquer?
8 years, 8 years or something like that,
8 years.
So that means they were working on.
That was what they were trying to do.
They were working on.
That's what they were trying to do.
They were working on Concord while Overwatch was being made or just come out, but didn't learn anything from any of the games that's come out in the past 8 years. So the game came out with the same problems as those games had 8 years ago.
I bet they expected freaking Suicide Squad to do.
They spent
do better.
They spent all that time, energy, and money sniffing their own farts for 8 years.
They've been expecting these live service games. You feel me? To do the thing. That's why I think.
They haven't really been pushing print money.
They haven't been pushing for any new IPs or refurbishing any old used IPs for single player games. They've been trying to push this live service narrative that it's the future or whatever.
And let's get to the Horizon, right? Like they've been pushing Horizon. Horizon's like their biggest exclusive they got because that's how they've been pushing. They done ran Last of Us into the ground. Who knows when we're getting another Naughty Dog game? Like. Who else we even have? We got Ghost of Yote coming out. Next year. Obviously Insomniac with Wolverine and Spider-Man 3. But honestly, after Wolverine and Spider-Man 3, after we get Spider-Man 3, they need to do something the fuck else. I get it. Marvel stuff's dope. Marvel stuff makes a lot of money. Insomniac's dope. Insomniac makes a lot of money. They make great games. I don't want Insomniac to be the Marvel video game studio for Sony. I just don't. Give Sucker Punch a chance to do a Marvel game. Like if y'all can give Insomniac all these, if Insomniac had the entire Marvel Bible to work with and they just decided to pick Spider-Man, let Sucker Punch or not. Oh my God, a Naughty Dog Marvel game. Oh my God. Dog.
Something. Look,
like
something.
A Naughty Dog.
Fucking.
What could they do?
It don't even need to be a Marvel game for me.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna.
I've been waiting this whole time for another Infamous game. You feel me? Like
speaking of that, right?
Like I said, they got IPs that work. They can go into. They wouldn't necessarily be risky. So it's like it's not a matter of that. You feel me? It's the where Sony's at thing is a weird issue because we just don't know when they're gonna stop with this live service thing, and until they stop with that we don't, it's just not gonna, we're not gonna move forward at all. I doubt, because I have no expectation of them dropping one that's worthwhile, because most live service games that drop aren't worthwhile. Exactly. So it's like,
I'm an ex-Destiny player, like I've said in a couple of videos now. I've stopped playing. Like, the only live service game I still play technically is League of Legends. And that's just because I've been playing League since 2010,
guys,
so
consider this, people.
As soon as the game goes, that's when I'll stop.
Any live service game that's talked about, has been running for years.
We got World of Warcraft.
There is no, in recent years, this live service game, nothing. None of them have done anything, have done it profitable enough to spend your entire workforce behind it.
All the live service games that are going to be successful already exist.
And even,
they already exist.
And it's not like their player.
You're going to have to wait for one of them to go out.
And it's not like none of their player base numbers are wild. You feel me?
They're just sustainable.
Fortnite isn't wild anymore.
No,
like it hasn't been wild in a while,
But it's still sustainable, and the players they have, they're doing their very best to keep them around.
So like, there's no, this isn't the time.
Yeah.
To be, we're lacking games. This isn't the time to delve into live service. You feel me? Right. This isn't your time to dip your toe in it.
Exactly.
It's really not. You feel me? And let's just let me talk. Fuck it. Let me talk about the fucking Suicide Squad latest season. It's like
Suicide Squad, bro. Moment of silence for the Suicide Squad. Hold on, moment of silence. But yeah, talking about Suicide Squad, y'all. So the DLC just got released, and no one cares. No one cares at all.
It was like, the new season or whatever dropped for Suicide Squad, and it's like, nobody playing it. So it's like,
I don't know who they get to. It's obviously a skeleton crew over there. They've said it,
It's like, man.
And I just don't see why they're still even supporting it at this point. Like, go ahead and pull a Concord and just go and cancel that shit. Like, y'all have already lasted way longer than we've anticipated you guys lasting. So this looks like the final nail in the coffin for them, because 4 people got on and played, tried out, and they were all streamers. So it's not looking good for Rocksteady. Rocksteady, yet another company that has fallen from grace. It's just very sad. It's very tragic. Hell, if we go on to just any of the companies that Activision has gobbled up under its damn banner. Jesus Christ.
Hungry hippo on that way through the fucking industry.
Buying up everything, then getting bought up by fucking Microsoft. Like, imagine eating so much that you get huge only to get ate by a bigger motherfucker.
Man, look. Shit tragic.
And we're just now starting to see games come from that. We're supposed to have Xbox supposed to have hella games by now. Y'all done bought so many studios. It's like, where are the damn games at? What I
can't see them.
I swear to God, bro, it only really takes like 2 years to make a game with the amount of people y'all got. And it's been way more than 2 years since y'all acquired all of these studios. And then a lot of these studios were already working on games when you acquired them. So it's like, what the fuck's going on? I know we got Gears coming back. That looks pretty good because they're going back to E-Day. So that's obviously going to be fun. But it's still Gears. It's like Forza's coming back too. It's still Forza. Like, Halo's a shell of itself. I don't know what the hell's going to happen with Halo. It's a mess, guys. It's a real mess. And I don't know what to do about it. Like, because when you zoom out, the cost of living's getting worse. Everything's more expensive. And no one seems to be trying. Like, we're all trying to use video games as an escape. But when the escape is also a harsh reminder of the terrible reality that we all live in right now.
Right.
Like we can't even just to escape the joint. We gotta be constantly reminded about how terrible everything is in the world because it all is connected. It's all wrapped. It all wraps back around.
Right.
It's like a never-ending cycle of misery.
Prime example. Fucking, but there's this new $30 fucking Starfield DLC. It's less than 10 hours. What you
$30?
What are you getting? What are you getting with this DLC? Oh, do a world that's handcrafted.
One world.
A handcrafted world now. Now it's not procedurally generated. Nothing for hours. Now it's a handcrafted world. You get
it's a handcrafted nothing for hours.
You get into new armor, new weapons, new enemies, reskins. Nothing. You get nothing. You get nothing at all. Like
you lose. Good day, sir.
Your followers don't even react to the fuck. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's literally $30 for nothing. And then you hear these people's statement on it, and then there's from how Bethesda talks about it. Oh my
God, the way
from how they talk about it, it's like this has become one of the pillars of Bethesda. This is peak. They talk about it like this is the one.
And I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all. What is even happening?
Of course, it's gonna be people that's like that cope. You feel me? Or just people that just genuinely like it. But it's like, man, look. Yeah, it's boring.
It looked boring upon first looking at it, and it still has looked boring a year, however long it's been.
I'll play Bethesda games, bro. Look, not even modding could do it for this one because nobody wants to mod for it. It's like modding. They don't even want to mod for this for real. So it's like, no, it's not going to say. It's not.
I heard somewhere they said the mods wouldn't even work on the game. The game's that broken.
Man, look. It's like, Bethesda, they're plummeting. And they don't even see it. They think they flying. You hear from them. They're ascending if you listen to their ass. So
this is the worst time. It's like the worst time and the best time to be a gamer.
We're starting to see the rise in the importance of smaller studios or just in individual indie developers. You feel me? We're really starting to see the importance of these smaller games.
These smaller games have been getting us through, man. Hi-Fi Rush, I can't even think of some more of them right now off the top of my head. There's been a lot though, but namely Hi-Fi Rush has been my favorite, and it's a smaller game. I like Ori and the Blind Forest, and all of that stuff that came with it, the sequel and everything. Double A games, man, double A experiences, man. Like, let's bring some of those back. Like, bring more creative games back. Like, I want to play another like cartoon platformer. I want to play a fun ass hack and slash game.
About
like
Space Marine, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Space Marine is a smaller, more compact game. It's like, it's fun. It's insanely fun, and
it feels like a video game.
And they're constantly gonna be adding more content to it. You feel me? And it's just a more worthwhile experience.
I'm probably finna buy
than half of everything else. You feel me?
I'm probably finna get it on Steam today. I haven't had a chance to play it.
Yeah, I'll already be playing it. That jam fun. That jam fun for real. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's like
my machine can run it. My machine can run it. It can run it pretty easily.
These smaller developers, man, they're gonna be the future. From how I see it, they're probably gonna end up being the future.
Man.
Because like, man, at the rate,
AAA is shit in the bed, guys.
At the rate shit's going, it's like, man,
AAA has definitely shit the bed, and it's very obvious. We all smell it.
Because like, even when it's not an absolute face plant, it's mid, and because we're paying $70 for it. We treat it like
we treat it. It's basically a face plant.
We treat it just as bad as fucking unplayable.
It's $70 for some mid is unexcusable. That's why I'm not buying any Ubisoft games. It's gonna be $70 mid.
Shit.
That's why, and that's what I wish we had been making critical hit videos when they announced that they was raising the price to $70. Because what we were saying when that happened, we was like, they're gonna raise the price to $70, and the games are gonna get worse.
Yeah,
We said that shit.
The games are not gonna be worth
The
$70.
games are not gonna be worth $70, dog. They're just not, and
it's gonna be that on top of the.
We can, and again, once again, we can count on our hands how many games have come out since they've risen the price up to $70 that have been worth $70.
Yeah, nah, man, it's wild. It's wild right now. It's like I said, it's a beautiful time, and it's sort of a horrible time at the exact same time. You know,
it's a low point for sure.
And the high point at the same, like I said, it's like I haven't seen this much coverage online from this many people, like just real smaller games, which end up being, you know what I'm saying, most of the time 2D platformers and 2D hack and slashes and stuff like that, but like still it's just, it's a more quality experience than what you're getting with this empty ass big ass 3D nothing.
Yeah,
I'd play that. I'd rather play the smaller 2D.
Bring back linear games, dog. I am fucking tired of open world games. Bring back linear games. I don't want. I'm tired of the custom created characters because y'all never give us a real story when we get games like that. Fuck it. Make us a compelling character. The custom character. When's the last time you played a game where you can create a character and that character was fucking compelling?
The compelling custom character.
The compelling custom created character.
Fucking I mean, the obvious answer would be the fucking I don't know why the name of that game escapes me right now.
What, Mass Effect?
No, nigga. The fucking it was like game of the year. Everybody was talking about it. It was not all type of game. It was like top down. It's not all type of game though.
The top down game?
Yeah, the top down RPG game, whatever.
Diablo?
No, the one that was every year or whatever, like Game of the Material or whatever. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I don't play those damn games. I don't play those types of games. I don't know. I have no idea. What I do know is this:
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate.
Jesus Christ! I don't know why I couldn't think of it. Fucking not. Yeah,
Baldur's But was Gate. Your creative character compelling, or was the creative characters? I didn't play it, so.
The game very creative character, and apparently the story was amazing. So I mean, one plus. I just say 1 + 1 must equal 2. You know.
Fair enough.
You know, everybody. Was
one.
Everybody was talking about that game. You feel me?
So one game.
I mean, most games I play with creative characters, your character isn't the main point, but
yeah,
still, you know, it's like, you know, I understand where you come from. It's like, you know, a lot of all these cases is like these things that these big developers try to do. It feels tacked on because they don't, you know, they don't give it any meaning. They don't try to do it right. They don't give it any real meaning. You know, it feels like
they're just doing it for checking off their boxes.
Just weird things that happen when you don't have an actual vision of what you're trying to make. You feel me? Like it just leads into just like,
and you trying to get
these game directors and these the higher ups.
Then you get these people who want to let's make sure we got every diverse representation in games. Hey big dog. The first video game I ever played in my life, I was playing as a purple dragon. Okay, a purple dragon. Okay, I can identify with anything. Dog, I can identify with this fucking with I can identify with a giant robot. I can identify with this fucking microphone. If you give it a personality, I can identify with it, dog. And that's the problem with all these people. It's fake. It's fake diversity. It's fake fucking inclusion. It's fake giving a damn about any social political issues. It's because then when you look at the studios, are the studios diverse? Who's in the studios? Who? You see nothing. Ubisoft, for example, you see nothing but freaking white people in the studios, but but they're in charge of what the black characters are supposed to look and move and act like.
You see, fucking Assassin's Creed got in plenty of trouble because their advertisement had.
You guys are stupid.
It's just Chinese bull.
Y'all didn't even bother.
Japanese game, you know.
They didn't even bother to do the fucking research.
No research whatsoever. You feel me?
So it's fake. It's grandstanding. It's
like people are arguing about whether a black person should be in a video game.
And guys, I think
can't even get the culture right.
We're some of the best people to talk about this issue because I don't know if you guys noticed, we're black, okay? Like we can say nigga, and I think you should get a person if you want black people in your game, and you want them to be represented properly. If you're even thinking of that for some. First of all, if you're a white person who's making a game and you want black people in the game, right? But you thought about that before making the game.
Right,
that's different.
Right, it's like focus on the actual game and story first, dog. Like, don't stop it with that fucking just.
You don't even know what game you're gonna make.
Like having something there to be that, so people can point and be like,
I want to make a game with a black character.
Yay, no.
Why? Like, bro, like a game about what? Why is the character black? What's the point of that? Why doesn't the character look like you, Poindexter? You know what I'm saying? Like, why doesn't it? Like, come on, make some generic guy if it's gonna be a generic game. Here's the other thing: stop trying to appeal to an audience that isn't there. The audience doesn't exist. We don't care about that shit. Like, take it from real black people, guys. We don't give a shit about any of that stuff. All of that stuff is terrible. We are not getting behind. Every time you guys were mad about some DEI shit, we was mad about it too. We don't like this shit. Bring back the big titties. Bring back the bad bitches. What? Bring back the motherfuckers with the muscles and shit. What happened? Why all of a sudden now that black people and Asian people and other people want to be a part of the game's got to be worse? Why?
It's like if
and since when were we not represented in video games? Since when was that an issue? There's too many white people in video games? What are you talking about? And you know who said that? A white person. A fucking white person said that. This white guilt has to stop, y'all. This white guilt it has to get out of my video games. That's what it has. It can persist in other areas. It has to get the fuck out of my video games, okay? I don't want your white guilt in my video game. I don't.
Having an aesthetic and having stuff not be fitting in your aesthetic and just not having it in there at all is fine. There's no need to there's no need to change the whole the aesthetic of everything and then change everything because it needs to fit a certain look.
And then
it's like,
who says it needs to fit? Who's even telling these people this?
It's like I don't.
Now, obviously, the obvious answer is like Sweet Baby or whatever. But like, bro,
it's like
did nobody tell them to hire those companies? These developers have to hire these consultants for them to come in and tell them to do anything.
It's like
so these people are hiring these people on purpose.
And the only places I see these conversations even matter at all is like in journalism spaces.
Journalism
is the only place I ever see these like articles, basically. Right,
and does articles. The average gamer read game journal articles? No.
They watch.
We're the average gamer.
They watch YouTubers click on them because it's rage bait most of the time.
Yeah, bro. Like the average gamer is watching a YouTuber react to the terrible Polygon article or what have you, the terrible Kotaku article or whatever.
If you're one of these fucking people that click on these articles, bro, get mental help, please. Stop. You're only helping them. like, there's no point in going down into these article comments.
God, if you are a person who is going to Kotaku.com, reading through an article, and then leaving a comment on the article,
it's such a mind-boggling.
You gotta go touch grass, dog.
You need a life. Get out of there.
Stop keeping these freaking journalists. Stop giving these people legitimacy, man.
Like, bro, these people
don't know what the hell they're talking about.
The majority of these gaming journalists haven't produced anything worthwhile in forever.
The only guy that's even worth a damn has been Jason Schreier with his investigative journalism.
Right, even that's investigative journalism. He's reporting on actual things. You know, he's talking about actual stuff. You feel?
But we never liked Jason Schreier's actual opinions on stuff. Remember Jason Schreier? We used to fucking hate Jason Schreier because he would say dumb shit all the time about video games.
For sure.
But as soon as Anthem came out and was so terrible, and Jason, we don't have amnesia. We know history, okay? Let me tell you something.
I remember
when Anthem came out.
I remember
when Anthem came out and was so terrible. Remember, it was terrible for and then like 4 months later, Jason Schreier came out with the article of his career, the expose of his fucking career that made him who he is today.
Yeah. They insider Anthem scoops and shit like that.
And blew the lid wide open on the thing
completely. They made him
embarrassed EA, embarrassed BioWare.
No, everybody's trying to follow that Jason Schreier dream,
but they're doing it terrible. They're not even doing it the way he's doing.
And of course, they can't do it for real.
They can't do it for real because they don't have integrity, dog. These are grifters. These are people who like, bro. These people are all bought, dog. These people are all bought. Fuck them. I don't like these people. I don't like that these people get to tell us what to think about games. I don't like these people get to tell us how we feel about games. Like, they get to tell us that I'm offended as a black person. I should be offended because there are no black people in this game that takes place in medieval Scandinavia.
Because these are the people that get invited to these companies and these developers.
I should get offended because there's no black people in the game that takes place in fucking feudal Japan. So let's put a black person in feudal Japan and put a hip-hop track behind it. That's fucking racist, bro. That's fucking racist. That's more racist than just not having him in there. Yasuke is a cool character. He's a cool mythological black samurai character. I understand that. We love Samurai Champloo and Black Samurai and all that. We love that. Dog, do it correctly. Do it correctly. There was a correct way to do it. And also, why do we have to play as... Like, we finally get the Assassin's Creed game, and we don't get to play as the Japanese character?
There's a Japanese... I think
it's the female character.
Right.
And that's fine.
She's the actual assassin. I think that gotta be the gameplay. Supposed to be like, he's like the big, burly samurai guy that goes around and does, knocks niggas out, and she's the little small assassin character.
My thing is, the game's gonna be mid anyway.
Right, but the game, right? It was never a case of like, we finally got a black samurai character. It was like, it didn't matter. None of that mattered to me at all because I knew the game was not gonna be the best.
And first of all, no actual black person cares about having a black samurai. You wanna know why? Because we know samurais weren't black. We know samurais are inherently Japanese.
Like whether the Yasuke figure was
Yasuke was the one guy that had a samurai sword back then. You know what I'm saying? He wore a kimono. He was, I think he was I don't know the whole story. I think he was a slave to one of them motherfuckers, and he just taught him how to use a sword or something. I don't know.
He's debated on whether he's real or not anyway. It was like, that don't even matter because it was Ubisoft doing it. It's Ubisoft doing it. So it's like, come on now. Come on.
And this is the same game series where we fought the Magic Space Pope, so I'm fine.
Right. The ridiculous of the whole argument came in there. It was just like, bro, we all forgetting the fact that this niggas running around ancient times with this apple mind controlling people. This black person can't be here though.
Didn't we fight George Washington?
Right. Didn't George Washington become king or something?
Like George Washington was king of space or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Shut the hell up. Like, none of that mattered.
Ezio Auditore is not a real person. Who cares about historical accuracy?
Right? It's like none of that mattered. What mattered is
None of the assassins were real people.
Right? What mattered was the game wasn't gonna be good. It wasn't gonna be 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, or 8 out of 10 because they don't drop games like those for real.
No,
they haven't dropped. That's where the issue.
They haven't dropped an 8 out of 10 since like Far Cry 3.
And that should have been where the conversation was. Nope. We don't. Nope. It was a bunch of white people. We don't like black people in our games. Like what? What, bro? Okay, dog.
I just can't, man.
Right, and then we got a fucking similar conversation around goes to your turn for some fucking reason. It's just motherfuckers out here. I don't like women in my game. Like,
you guys are all losers. Every last one. You guys are all losers.
I was like, bro, who are you people, and how many games are you buying and playing a year? Because I don't see you people for real.
Who are y'all?
I don't see y'all out here.
So
real.
None of y'all played Tomb Raider. So none of y'all played Stellar Blade.
It was like, bro, I don't see y'all out here for real. I really don't. Y'all are online in comment sections. That's about it. Y'all niggas suck. Y'all niggas are unrealistic as fuck. Get the fuck out my face. But yeah, nah, man. You know.
Look, guys, we could talk for days about this, guys. Between all of our favorite game companies, our favorite game developers, just circling the drain, going to shit. Between the cost of living, making it harder to enjoy this hobby as a whole.
For sure, you feel me?
Games trying to make it like game companies trying to make us not own our games, even if we do pay the $70.
You know,
the game can be taken away at any point. As soon as the license runs out, the game's gone. New consoles coming out at $700. We're halfway through the life cycle. There's only fucking 15 exclusive games for the console. Like, it's just not. It's not looking good, man. And none of the all the games are coming out are like mid to trash. We get a handful of games that are like rise above. And like I said earlier, man, it's simultaneously the best time and the worst time to be a gamer. There's so many options we have now.
Yeah.
Way more options than we had ever. But you gotta sift through so much garbage. Even the high dollar stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta sift through garbage.
Yeah.
And that's what's kind of making it honestly, guys, that's what's making it hard to put out these videos. There's not a whole lot to talk about that isn't negative.
You know, mostly negative.
And so we wanted to just put out one whole video where it was just like, let's just address all of it. Like, why keep beating on a dead horse? Let's just get our 2 cents on the whole situation. And, you know, whatever new things pop up, you know, we'll probably speak on it if we find it significant enough. But, this is ridiculous, guys. So,
but on that note, I do, you know what I'm saying, I don't want this whole video to be complete doom and gloom. I do want to quickly shed a shining beacon that's directly across the corner from us. People, I hope you got your game controllers and I hope you got your copies of Sparking Zero already. The advertisement for this game have always been on point. They advertise Bad Blood WWE. They've been everywhere. They know their market. They completely know what they're doing. I think recently they came out and said that they're gonna be I don't know how I think they're gonna be like reposting or they're doing something to help endorse smaller channels. That when you tag the game and you play it and you post it, they're gonna be doing something like if you stream it, they're gonna be doing stuff like that. Like they know what they're doing. That we all seen the game 10 ways since Sunday. We all see how good it is. Some of everybody who we trusted has played it.
Yep.
We all see how good this game is. We can only hope that when this game drops and how hard it drops and that when all the numbers come out, people, you know, these other companies can take a glance at what they should be looking like.
Yeah, man.
And then sort of, you know what I'm saying, try to fit the mold that will become Sparking Zero, because this Sparking Zero is going to make a splash. It already has. The game isn't even playable yet. It already has, but it's going to...
We got 2 more days.
It's going to hit hard.
2 more days.
Hard. Oh, yes. Sparking Zero. Sparking Zero is around the corner. It will.
I'm
feed
ready.
Us.
Y'all ready?
Like it will feed us content wise.
Hey man,
it'll hold us over, brother.
if you guys see this video, when you guys see this video, like, comment, subscribe, all that. But put your gamer tag, PlayStation gamer tag, down in the comments, man.
Most definitely.
We want the round with everybody.
Most definitely.
Let's get a community started, guys. We get enough people, we're gonna go ahead and start it. We might as well start a Discord. Start the whole thing.
Oh yeah, for sure. And if we can, if there was a situation or a game developer that you feel like has been going downhill that nobody's been talking about, spread it down below. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it, dog.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about all of it. But most definitely put them gamer tags down below because this Spark and Zero ass whooping is coming, baby.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Get ready, guys. Get ready.
Yes.
We are some Budokai veterans, guys.
I got my playlist ready, nigga. Come on.
Oh yeah.
I got my playlist ready. You getting your ass whooped to a soundtrack.
We are Budokai veterans.
Oh yes.
Played all of that shit. Elementary school days, dog.
Oh my god, brother.
Or you couldn't wait to get out at 2:50. Well, we was getting out at 2:15. And by the time you got home at 2:45, it was BT3 time.
Boy, it was a good long stretch of my time when the only game that was worth playing was that Budokai Tenkaichi 2 on that PlayStation. Boy, that was a good stretch of time. That was the only game I had. Only game I had worth playing. Oh yes. Yes,
I played that story mode so much. I'm gonna play the fuck out of this story mode. So yeah.
Yes.
So speaking of that, speaking of playing story mode, so we are. This might as well add this as an announcement at the end. We are starting our gaming streaming channel soon as Spark and Zero drops. Maybe not early access because I don't think we're getting early access for this shit.
It's rough around here still. But
yeah, it's still rough around here. We're still kind of fighting for our lives right now.
I still got too much pride to hit up Ryan Style for the goddamn.
Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna do that.
I got too much pride to hit up Ryan Style for 120.
Ryan Style, you a real one, but nah.
I saw you kind of like 6 motherfuckers you done paid for. Shout out, big dog.
Shout out to Ryan Style. He real. But
look, most definitely. When it drop, we may not get there access. When it drop. Oh yeah, best believe you're gonna see that content for
October
sure.
11th, guys. We will be streaming October 11th.
Yes.
On Twitch, we're gonna be streaming. Probably gonna be also streaming on YouTube. Maybe not at the same time, but we're gonna be doing both.
Yeah.
So, guys,
if we don't stream on here, you will definitely be able to catch the.
We'll probably
on one of the channels.
We'll most likely be streaming on YouTube first.
For sure, though.
So
you'll be able to see these, most definitely.
We'll probably stream on YouTube and then upload the VODs to Twitch and then switch it around. We'll figure it out. Yeah, we're streaming on October 11th, and we will between today and then have that all straightened out and settled out, and we'll put the announcement up.
You got recommendations? Tell us how you would prefer to see it. Hey, look,
we're for you guys, man.
Your input matters here too.
Yeah. So, guys. Definitely. We appreciate everybody who listens.
Shout out, please. Thank you all. Thank you.
Everybody who leaves a comment, we greatly appreciate it.
I'd appreciate it greatly. You leave there a like, you feel me?
Yeah, man. Subscribe, all of that.
You interact with the video in some type of way. It helps us and it definitely keeps us going, most certainly. So thank you for anybody who does. You feel me?
Right.
That's all we got, I think.
Hey, man.
That's another one. You feel me?
And as always, guys, we are Critical Hit. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.